you? I'm so sorry.
What are you talking to? You have to be intentional with literally making sure that I'm going to enjoy.
I don't think I'm attracted to UK men. I said it. I know. Put your pitchforks down. Put the fire down. I said it.
I want to enjoy everything that I can physically, financially afford.
Hi guys, welcome to episode 27 of the First Girl podcast. I'm Jen.
And I'm Favour.
And this week we reminisced about our time in Portugal.
Oh my gosh, guys. I can't believe I'm here.
It's ghetto.
I want to go back.
It's giving ghetto. But we talked about Portugal, then we went to talk about online dating and how this is the start of a series called, what are we even calling it?
We're calling it
Jen Goes Dating. Yeah! Jen Goes Dating. And you're going to experience the first this episode.
Yeah.
And then we talked about some of the things that we don't want to carry on from past generations, including things like, not celebrating the small wins and traditional gender roles within relationships.
And arguing, things like that. Like, we're just going to dead it. Like,
End it.
Yeah.
It's not my portion.
Nope.
But we hope that you guys enjoyed this week's episode and we will see you in... We're going to see you now.
Welcome.
This guy said, I'm weirdly attracted to curly hair, freckles, and anklets. Clearly, he doesn't like black girls.
Is that the guy on the dating app?
Yeah, look at him.
And he's good looking as well.
But he likes freckles.
Yeah, he obviously likes mixtures, girls.
Hey,
Look. Come on, man.
Bing bong.
Clearly, he knows what he likes.
Can you just not just put white girls?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Hi, guys. Hola.
Hola.
Welcome to episode 27. We are unfortunately back from Portugal.
It's actually so sad.
It's really sad.
Like, England is... No, I'm not gonna say anything. It's a beautiful
horrible.
country.
It's horrible. I looked at myself in the mirror the day that we came back and my spirit said to me, you don't belong here.
Yeah, neither do
because
I
don't. I actually don't. But how did you find the Portugal trip, Favour?
I loved it. I've been twice in 1 year.
Yeah.
Like, I think I didn't realise, because you know how you go to certain countries, like, oh, this country is me.
Yes.
Portugal is me. Because, like, it's in between. It has some similarities with being British, and it has some similarities with being like...
What's British about it though?
Like, it's like, there's some elements of it that's English. I can't explain it. It's the way that they present their food. I can't explain what I'm trying to say. Like,
okay.
The way they mix certain things, it's only British people that do stuff like that. Mixing fish and chips, that's not normal.
That's very true.
That's actually not a normal thing. What does fish
back in my country?
What does fish have to do with chips?
That's very true.
But they do that. It's like, but they spice it up.
Oh God,
and they have some elements of Spanishness. Because I'm a Spanish babe.
Anyway,
what are you trying to do?
No, carry on.
So they have some elements of being Spanish, and it's like I just feel like it just really embodies my
who you
personality
are. No,
and who I am.
I like every single day. I keep telling my mom I want to go back. Like I honestly would even consider living there.
The tour guide was saying you can live here. There's like a lot of people live here.
I might do that.
They work, if you work, he said to me, do you work remote? I said yes. He said, yeah, if you work remote, you can stay here, bring all your stuff and just go back when you need to go back. I was like, mate, I love the country, but I don't think I want to move.
I'd move.
Because I would, you know why? Because I feel like certain things is enjoyable for what it is.
Okay.
I don't like to overstay. I think that's what makes some places you lose the value of a place when you overstay. Because people can come to England and be like, oh my God, I loved England. I love because we do have a culture.
That's very true.
Of like the whole being posh. That's the culture, you know. People can say, like, oh, you guys are classy. And it's like, we're like, this is boring.
Yeah.
So people will see that and find that intriguing, exciting. But whereas us, this is what we're used to seeing all the time. It's like, there's nothing to it.
Okay, fair enough then. That makes sense.
I don't want to overstay. It's like, I don't know what country you could think of that's like your favourite place to go to. Mine is Dubai. I absolutely love Dubai. I've never been, but I just want to go there. I feel like I wouldn't want to live there because then all my excitement would die down.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. I think I probably want to stay there. I mean, obviously we didn't stay long enough and we didn't really hear anything about racism. But the reason why I'd want to live there is because I would love to go and live back in Spain because I love Spain. I love the culture, everything about it. The only thing that would stop me from being in Spain is the racism.
Yeah, I can't live in Spain.
And I feel like, because even though, you know, the tour guide said Portugal is not Spain, there's elements of this, the culture is very similar. That's why I feel like I wouldn't have a problem settling in.
Yeah.
But I don't know what, you know, the racism is like over there.
And funny enough, a lot of them do understand Spanish.
They do. It's very similar. It's really mad though, because I could speak to people in Spanish, but when they spoke to me in Portuguese, I said, perdón, I couldn't understand them.
Oh, really?
Like with one of the buses, when I was trying to ask him if we could get a day ticket, I was just like, podemos coger un billete para un día? And he said something to me, and I said, girls, I don't understand what you're saying.
The way you speak Spanish, what's your accent? Because I don't know what when you speak Spanish, what's your accent? Is it like a typical Spanish speaker, or is it broken Spanish?
I think you'd probably be able to tell that I'm not native.
Okay.
Like, it's not a broken Spanish because I can speak Spanish like naturally, but there's probably a bit of British twang to it. I'd probably say, yeah. Okay. That's what I would
find
say.
That interesting because I always think like, what do people? Because obviously, English is a language, so there's an accent. There's different accents. There has to be accents in other languages.
It's
as well.
like you can always, like, when you like when I hear people in France, I can tell who's like with black people, like who's African, and who's kind of like born in France. You can tell as soon as you hear uncle talking.
I have a friend. She speaks French, and she was telling me how her French is the posh French, and I'm like, listen. Genuinely,
it sounds the same.
All sounds the same to me. But she was like, my parents made us all sound like this because they wanted us to sound educated and sound smart. And I'm like, this is meant to be posh. So that's what I was intrigued just to find out, because there has to be obviously different.
Yeah, accents. I think I can speak it fine, but you can probably tell. Yeah, this girl, she doesn't live here.
Okay.
Yeah. But one thing I do want to it might be a bit controversial for the peopledom to hear, but it's my truth, and you shall deal with it because whose podcast is it?
Oh my gosh,
it's mine.
Get straight to the point, mate.
I don't think I'm attracted to UK men. I said it. I know. Put your pitchforks down. Put the fire down. I said it. I don't think I'm attracted to UK men, Favour.
And you know why is that?
Did you see the men of Portugal just walking around?
Guys, the Portuguese.
Hey! Obrigado.
The Portuguese men are very... I feel like the reason why there's extra spice to them is because they have like a nice skin tone, like
they're tanned,
golden, olive. Like it's nice. Like I think that's probably why. But so if I was attracted to white men, I would have found them.
Okay, guys, sorry, I just need to pause the video because I need to fight Favour.
I would have found them.
Wait.
If I was attracted to white men, then I would have. I can understand and get what she.
My blood is boiling.
What she sees in them.
My blood is boiling.
I can still appreciate someone that's good looking.
I just want to know this stereotype, this preconceived notion that Genevieve is attracted to only white men. Where did it come from? Because never in my life have the words "I only like white men" come out of my mouth. Never.
But what's the issue?
It's the way that you said it, Favour. If I was into white men, then I would understand why.
But can I just clarify something? Do you not like white guys?
Yeah, but they're not the only guys that I like.
Yeah, but all the guys you show me is white.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
I don't know why you're trying so hard to not.
No, that's a lie, and you know it.
Jenny,
every single guy.
One person.
No.
That's not white.
No.
And I was the guy that had a cigarette in his ear. Every person.
I'm pretty sure it's weed.
See, that's even worse. Every person. It's okay, you know. I don't know why you're trying to run away from it.
It's because the way that you say it. Guys, like, it's the way that she says it. She'll always be like... No, it's the way that she says it.
Like I was saying, if I was attracted to white guys, I would totally understand Portuguese men and be like, you know what, yeah.
No, but I could be. But there was so many different types of. There was black Portuguese men. That I saw some Indian Portuguese
Jen,
men. I could have been talking about those types.
Can we talk about your holiday romance and the guy that you think you're gonna fall in love with?
Who? Pedro.
Yeah. What race was Pedro?
He had a wife and kids. Favour. He was a taxi man.
Okay, the guy in that hotel.
No, but the thing is,
there's two.
No, there's three. No, there was two. I just found the Italian guy attractive.
Okay, and what race is he? Just out of curiosity. Is
Italian.
Italian's not a race.
It is. Wow. It's a counter attack this argument.
What race is the guy?
I think he said he was Italian.
Okay. That's fine. Cool. No problem.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't think
his race was Italian. let's clarify that the guy's race was Italian. Okay.
Yeah. He could have been a black Italian.
He could have.
I'm not helping myself.
He could
have. Basically.
But what was he?
It's from Southampton.
What are you talking about him?
Wait, what? Wait, which one are you talking about?
I'm talking about the guy in the hotel.
He wasn't Italian, he was Spanish.
Yeah, but you said Italian, so I went with it.
Oh, no, Italian and Spanish.
Oh, you like the Italian one too?
I thought it was quite cute. You know.
Jen belongs to the streets. How? One person.
You're
one person, you like all these people.
Huh?
You're only one person, and you like all these people.
The elevator guy, I didn't like him.
You said it was a holiday romance.
If I allowed it to be.
Okay, carry on. What were you about to say about that?
When I was asking you, can you see my eyes through my sunglasses? It was because I was trying to look at him.
The Italian guy. No, he was good looking.
He was.
And I was, oh my gosh, guys, Jen is so annoying. I actually said to her, give me a hint. Just give me a hint.
You didn't say that to me.
I did. I said to you, Jen, no, as we were walking, I was joking about it, but I did say it to you, like, ha, 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 ha. I was like, just give me a hint and I will talk to this guy. What the heck? I even told Roper, and no, I told, who, was it Roper?
I think you told Roper.
Or Ebby. I told one person, I was like, guys, give me a hint so I can get this guy to come with, it was Anna. So I said to Anna, I'll tell the guy to just help us look for stuff so I can get him.
You should have done it anyway.
But Anna said I shouldn't. And I was like, no, you can't just use the guy. Because I was trying to, basically my plan was, let me just clarify. My plan was, we had this good looking guy that was in the thingy.
And he even talked to us quite a few times.
And he was really friendly. And I thought to myself, why not help get my friends to speak to him? Because clearly everybody was interested in speaking to this guy. So I was like, why not be the nice person and help them out? Because he came up to us a couple of times and I'm like, oh my gosh, I had so many opportunities to say to him, do you want to walk around with us? Because he kept saying, because he came by himself in it. So I was like, do you want to be? That's true. But then I spoke to Anna. Anna was like, nah, don't use him. Because basically, if I'm being honest, I want him to take pictures of us. And Anna was like, don't use him to take pictures. But I want him to take pictures of us and I also wanted him for Jen. But then when I looked at you and you seemed like he wasn't interested. That's the thing about you. You're confusing.
That's what I mean. I even confused myself.
Because he came up to us and it's like, there was a point I try not to talk as much because I want you to carry on the conversation, but you just seem unbothered. So I was like, what the heck? Why am I trying that? You don't care, so why should I care? Like, I remember
the entire time through my sunglasses, I was just looking at the guy.
Literally, I didn't know that. I didn't know because I was like, I think I probably said to Roper, I don't know who I said to. I said to them, if someone gives me a hint, and says to me, Favour, get this guy for us, I would have done it. Genuinely, I would have been like,
who knows? Maybe Favour wouldn't have been.
Hey,
maybe it's a good thing.
Yeah, but that's gonna move around a lot, though. So you have to hold it between your legs.
Okay, that's fine. It's a good thing I didn't finish the sentence.
What do you have to say? Oh no, I was trying to get him for my friends because he was genuinely a nice person. I just feel like,
yeah, he was.
Knowing your type, I just felt like he would match with Jen.
What's my type? He didn't think he could be nice for Ebby or Roper, Meg. Okay, I mean, I did find him attractive.
But then nobody was giving me the green light. So I was like, I'm not going to try and force this guy to come with us. And everyone's just giving him the cold shoulder. So I was like, well, it's fine, isn't it? Like, nobody wants to speak to him. So I'm not going to... I was like, all right then. I left him. He came up to us 4 times.
He did, to be fair.
Even when the guy was speaking, he would randomly gravitate towards us.
Yeah.
And I'm like, guys...
I wonder who he found attractive. Probably you.
No, not me. It wasn't me.
Oh,
I don't think so. But he was gravitating towards our group.
missed opportunity. And that's why, literally, I think it was on the last day, I felt it in my spirit. I said to Favour, I felt it in my spirit that I need to start being closed off to people. I'm too closed off. I'll be like...
And your body... Like, let your body actually say what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
Because I was genuinely confused. I'm usually quite good at telling you when you find someone attractive. The guy was speaking to us. I'm going to play it out to you. So, because there was a point he walked back.
I did see that. Oh,
he walked back.
Jen.
And I'm here and you're in the middle. And he was talking. And then I think Roper was somewhere... I don't know where she was, but she's just...
She was somewhere. She was being Roper.
And... he was just talking about whatever he was saying, and because I was struggling to understand what he was saying, so I kept trying to lean in to hear him, but I didn't want to speak as much because I wanted you to carry on speaking. But there's a point where he wasn't responding, so I was like, this is a bit awkward. Let me keep talking then. But I was confused. I was thinking, wait, okay, she doesn't like him then. Because before that, I was like, I'm gonna try and get in for Jen, and then when he came up to us, you showed no interest.
This is my toxic trait.
I was like, okay, Jen doesn't like him, so I just left it.
This entire time, I would. The thing is, though,
you should have told me, man.
I know. The thing is,
I'm an amazing wingman.
The thing is, there was a point where I was looking at him, and I feel like, because I felt like he wasn't showing interest.
Oh.
So I was just like, I don't want to be like, oh my God, and the entire he could.
All we could have literally said was, because he kept indicating he wanted to hang out with us, because he made comments like, oh, I went here when he
I remember
you should
that.
Try this, you should try here. I could have, because we literally didn't know what we were doing. We could have literally said, do you want to show us these places?
And he made a joke about Birmingham. Remember?
Did he?
He said, basically, it was at the point where we were by the castle and the guy was talking about like the battle between Spain and Portugal and how we joined in and something, and how the guy was like, we don't really know where they got these like snipers from, and he was like, oh, they could have been from Birmingham.
Oh, see how you even notice? I didn't notice. Long story short,
I'm an idiot.
We had an opportunity to get a guy for Jen, and Jen gave me the wrong impression. So I thought she didn't like him, and then I just thought, you know what, it's what it is, because nobody was giving me the green light.
No,
nobody seemed interested. I'm like, yo, I'm getting it for you.
You know what? I don't know if it was me just subconsciously.
Because obviously, guys, we've made a decision. English. We've made a decision to go out more, right?
Yeah.
And now that we're going to keep going out more, even if you just look at the wink or something, just tell me go. Yeah, just literally look around and do this. I'm gone. I will do it. I'll just be like, hi! Whatever it is, because this year we must all get... I'm joking.
Beep.
I'm joking. No, but honestly,
no, it's true.
I'm actually quite a good wingman.
Like I said, like I just felt it. Like literally, I don't know if it was me just subconsciously just telling myself, or whether it was just the spirit saying. I remember just in my head, it was just like, you need to start being so close off to people, because when you do that, you are missing it up. But even if you're not meeting the man that you're meant to be with, but just putting yourself out there, I think
it's important.
It's so important. So important.
Do you want to talk about your recent?
I was just about to.
Oh, okay.
Look at us. I joined Hinge. Oh my God! I joined Hinge and it has been hell. Okay? It has been...
You literally shout it into the mic. Please. How has it been hell, Jen?
So, every guy... No, there's some guys I haven't replied to, but the guys that I've decided to give a chance...
Can you imagine decided to give a chance? Sorry.
Yeah, I'm just that girl. They only want me for one thing. Even the guy that I thought was genuine, he only wanted me for one thing, because I said something to him and he hasn't replied back to me. Despite the fact that before he was replying like that, as soon as I said that thing, he said...
What did you say? What was the thing?
About the family thing.
What family thing? What did you say?
So he basically asked me, do you live alone or with family? I said, I still live with family.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, well, I can't, if you've got your brother upstairs. So everyone on there, they're mad. They are mad. It's
I
the
thought
girl
Hinge
that-
was meant to be the good one.
That's what I thought as well. I think it's good. Because I've been on Tinder and I think I've been on Bumble as well. And the good thing about it is that you get a sense of people's personalities a bit more, just because of you basically have prompts. So you have something like, oh, my ideal date would be da da da, or one fact that I found out recently is that you can do voice notes. So I feel like you get a sense of a person a lot more through that. There's some people where I can literally tell just by their responses. I'm like, yeah, you're not the one for me. But they're still the same.
That's crazy. Hinge, I thought that was all for Tinder.
I mean, you know what? It depends on people's individual experiences, isn't it? Like for some people, it might be there might be people that are a lot more serious than they are on Tinder.
Yeah.
But from my experience so far, everybody just wants to use me.
Do you feel like that's going to put you off, like, using online dating?
I don't think so, because like I said, I was on Tinder before and I'm on Hinge now.
You can talk about the thing you mentioned about, you said you spoke to God about the online dating thing.
Yes, I did. I had a conversation with God. That's my G right there. And because you know what? Something that I've come to realize is that within Christianity, yes, it does say that we need to trust in God. But I think that one thing that we're not necessarily taught how to is how to trust God. It might look different for different people. But for me, I figured out how to trust God. Rather than saying, oh, God, I trust you. It's like, God, I trust you, and this is what I'm going to do to trust you. No, to show you that I trust you.
Yeah.
And so, despite the fact that I'm going to be honest, I am desiring a relationship, but I'm not desperate for it. The reason why I'm not desperate is because I'm trusting God with it. I know that despite whatever may happen, at the end of it, He's going to give me the man that He has created for me. And so, I was having a bit of a crisis because I was like, okay, I'm saying that I'm trusting God with this whole, with the romantic side of my life, but I'm on Hinge, I'm on a dating app. So does that mean that I don't fully trust him because I've now decided to take things in my own hand? Or is it a way of, as Favor said to me before, in the Bible it says, faith without works is nothing, So is it a case of, yes, I'm trusting God, but I'm also trusting within me doing something about it, that something's going to work out.
And I literally said that this is open to interpretation. Like, people can see it different ways. People can see it as you're taking it into your own hands, and you're not trusting God in the process, and you're being a bit too fast.
Yeah.
And I feel like we mentioned before, like literally faith without works instead. Like, how do you show? There's so many things that we do. I think sometimes people genuinely feel like, because I trust God, I'm not going to take any action. I'm going to let God just do every single thing because I trust Him. But how do you show you trust somebody if you're not even putting any effort?
100%,
to show that you trust it. To me, I see it as, if you're going to date an app, you're trusting God to be like, you know what? Everyone knows that this dating app thing is a bit of a risk, and there's a lot of crazy people on there. But I'm trusting you to give me the right person on this app. That's taking action.
And that's, to be honest, that's the mindset.
And that's like you like going out and placing yourself in the right environment.
Yeah.
Like, does that mean you're desperate? No. How are we actually going to meet people if we don't do anything? If we don't go on dating apps or we don't go out? How are we, genuinely, actual question. How are people going to meet people?
Yeah. And that's why I felt when we were on holiday, that's why I felt like, because I'm just saying, I was kind of joking, but I was also kind of being serious about holiday romance. But every time that there was, like, for example, the guy in the elevator, when he kept looking at me, I was just like, oh, no, a guy. It's like, how do I expect these things to happen?
The Italian guy that came up to us like 5 times, all she had to say to me is favor. Or you could have done it yourself.
I know.
Because you didn't actually need me. Genuinely, you could have been like, Are you busy today? Like, what's your plan? Because he's by himself. Like, he was literally by himself. Perfect opportunity. You had the perfect opportunity to be like, my guy, come with us.
No, it's true.
He had nobody.
No, he didn't.
And we were entertaining. That's clearly why he kept gravitating towards us, because we noticed the group. So next time, I'm
going to ask Rupert if she remembers his name and search him up on Facebook and be Wagwan.
I don't think she did that.
No.
It's gone now.
Yeah.
It's
happened. Yeah. But no, I think that, you know what? I did ask Favor if I should delete it, but I'm going to give it another go.
Oh.
I'm still going to carry on.
Wow, that's a change. That's a change of heart.
I know.
Okay.
I know. Because you know what? You just never know. I mean, I've only had, 3 people like asked me out, and they've all been a bit like one guy literally after he clocked that I'm not that, he literally deleted the messages. He sent the message, and before even waiting for me to reply to him, he said bye.
Guys, I can't describe how I feel about people deleting messages. It's like you was proud enough to send those messages. All of a sudden, you want to delete it and make me look like I'm crazy. I'm talking to myself. Excuse me.
Okay.
I hate that, I actually hate it. No, of course, there's certain situations where you want to delete a message, fair enough, but like, I just don't get it. Like, if you're going to send it with your chest, man, I said what I said and what.
Yeah.
Genuinely, if I make a mistake, okay, I'll correct it after. Well, I don't, deleting messages irks me.
The ick. But yeah,
Irks me.
I think I'm going to give it another go because you know what it is?
Oh gosh, okay.
And okay, this may sound a bit mad because obviously I'm saying that I'm desiring a relationship, but I'm just, at the same time, I'm also on the app because I just kind of just want to see what I want. Like, even if it's just I go on a date with someone and it just ends there. Like, I'm not saying like, oh my God, I go on a date with someone like this is going to be... No, it's just like, I get a free meal out of it.
Okay, let's not call it a free meal. Darling, it's not a free meal.
No, it's not.
Oh my gosh, this guy's trying to kill me in this place. I feel like you're putting yourself out there.
100%.
And there's so many ways to do it. I feel like in situation... Current climate, like we are in a day and age where to feel embarrassed about using online dating, it doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah,
because like I always say, it's all about how you interpret things. Like, there's no right or wrong way to do something. If it's out, of course, there's certain things where it's wrong and it's outside God, but the method, do you know what I mean? Is what you're trying to do is okay. Yeah, that's what I think. I don't think I don't feel like it's wrong.
Thank you for your validation.
Trust me, I don't think it's wrong because people can even call Instagram online dating.
100%.
Even though some people be like, oh no, the intention of the app is not for dating.
Yeah, but the way people use it, it is. So. But yeah, that's basically me. I've decided I'm going to carry on. I'm not going to let some guy from Harborne affect my Hinge experience.
No, I don't. Like, if you genuinely feel uncomfortable, it shouldn't be a thing because there's a very thin line of desperation and allowing, like we talked about, still allowing God to take control. Yeah. If it's not working, it's not working. Because you can't force something because out of it, then it becomes desperate.
Yeah. Because the way that I'm imagining myself to be working through these apps is, okay, let's say I'm matched with someone. We have a conversation. Yeah. Because some of the guys that have messaged me, it's like they'll find out 1, 2, 3 things about each other. Let's go on a date. It's like, don't you kind of want to get to know me a bit more before deciding I want to spend a whole evening with you?
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
Y'all ghetto.
It's weird. I think that's weird. And that's a red flag as well. Yeah. Anything that's too fast to me, that's scary.
It's very scary.
That's scary.
And let me
because what exactly do you want to go on a date for? You don't know me.
The guy said, let's what did he say? He said something about, let's test this Spanish connection and go on a date. Spanish connection? So I'm African.
Cringe.
I do want to show you the madness I have been receiving, guys, because this one... Hey!
Let me get myself ready.
So basically, if you guys don't know how Hinge works, or if you haven't been on it, you basically have your profile. So you have 6 pictures or videos of yourself, and you have prompts. So these prompts can literally be like, you can put a voice note. So my voice note is me saying hello in as many languages as I know. Some people might put, something I discovered the other day with blah, 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 blah. Another one I put was my love language is like physical touch. That's how you get to know someone a bit more. So one of the prompts that I used was, I will brag about you to my friends and I put, if you cook for me. Uncle said to me, I can cook breakfast, lunch, and dinner for you, baby, as long as I get to eat you for dessert. Tongue emoji. And I'm pretty sure when I checked his profile, he had Christian.
I have no words. I don't actually have any words. What? People are crazy.
So I don't get dessert. No, because Favour,
You missed the whole point.
He basically said we can both have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but I get dessert. Where's my dessert, Uncle? Where's my dessert? Carry on, Favour.
You missed the whole point. Right?
Yeah, carry on.
It's not about the dessert.
It's about who's the dessert.
It's about the type of dessert it's talking about.
And the approach.
That's the only thing. Okay, this is know how like I keep saying, like everything is a pro and cons, right? There's a very, very big negative when it comes to online dating.
Yeah.
People are too brave.
They're too much.
Because in person you would never dare say that to me. You would never say those words to me.
Never.
As like hi, hello, I wanna eat you for breakfast, I wanna eat you for dessert. You won't say that.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm beautiful, but
yeah, but doesn't mean that's doesn't mean you wouldn't be eaten.
No.
It's disgusting. All I'm
For
saying
me, it's because obviously one of the preferences that I put, Marizella took it off the other day for me. She's like, no, explore everything. I said, no. At first I put Christian, but some of the men that you see on there that has Christian on their profiles, like there was this one guy, I literally went on the option to say remove, because sometimes you might get people come back again. Because I think it was at the second day, they said, you've literally declined everyone we have offered you. Please. I said, sorry, Hinge, because I didn't like anyone. And one of the guys, he said he put Christian, but every single picture that he had, he was topless. It was a thirst trap. There was some that I saw where at the last they'll put Christian, the last picture would be, you know those weird like cartoons that people draw and it's sexual. And it's just like,
yeah,
you're a Christian man now.
This online, even the Christian dating app, all of them, trash. The guys, all of them are just as bad. Just if you're doing this online dating, even though I'm pushing for it, just be aware that
be very aware.
It's not what it is. Like there's a lot of crazy people,
so
and
crazy people.
It's a lot more highlighted because on the internet, people can be whoever they want to be. They can be any character they want to be.
100%.
And you can't control that. That's the only negatives when it comes to online dating, because you really can't control. You don't even know who you're speaking to an extent. Because they can put up a whole different persona, and you'll talk to a person, you meet them in person, it's like, ooh.
Completely different.
Which is why meeting people in person is actually ideal.
Yeah.
It's the best. But the reason why I'm saying use online dating is because there's different avenues for different, like, Online is used for so many different things now because it's easier.
It's so accessible,
and it tailors to our current needs now and time and stuff. So it's like, if you can do that and you know yourself and you know you're not gonna go out like that and you want to date, then use it. That's what I think. But ideally, the best is to meet someone in person. Yeah. But then again, meet people in person, people can still pretend.
That's true. You find out they're mad.
Guys, everything's a bit ghetto.
It's so ghetto.
It is what it is, man.
You just need to
have faith.
Pray for discernment and have good faith. 100%. I think those are the things that can guide you.
Because online, in person, everything is just as mad. But I feel like online's a bit worse, not gonna lie.
It is. I'm gonna give it a try still.
Yeah, do you know why I say online is worse? Because I know for me, I get a lot of people that I'm like, in person, you will not speak to me.
No.
And me, I'm not even on the dating app, nothing. It's just like, literally just messaging me. And I'm like...
Yeah.
It's the braveness for me.
Because it's like, okay, so fair enough. You've built up the courage to message me on DM or like my profile or whatever it may be. Are you going to keep up that same courage that you have online in person? Because you're doing all this chat online, but when we finally decide to meet and you're there like...
That's the worst ones.
What was the point? What was actually the point of you approaching me?
That's the only thing about online dating, because you never really know what you're going to get.
No.
And it makes the physical and human interaction, look at me, human interaction.
Way scientist.
It makes the interaction a lot harder, because now it's like, all my days, like, I have to now speak to you in person, and then you get to see their full body language, facial expressions.
It's actually
you get to smell them. No, I'm not joking. Like,
no, it's true.
Like, you get to
know
actually,
how I am with smell.
Like, you get to actually not feel, but like you get to see
like the senses.
Yeah, and you're like, oh wow, like everything's like. Imagine some people don't do the whole FaceTime thing. Some people do the whole texting, and then they meet in person. So some people are brave and they do FaceTime. But imagine you've never done no FaceTime, nothing, and this is the first time you're seeing them. You're like, you're putting all those words into a physical person now, and it's like, oh my days. you're trying to like speak to them, you're like, wow, like, okay, this is what you sound like. Is that it could be an amazing moment, it could also be a very daunting moment. Like,
Yeah.
like, whoa.
Listen, God just, I'm going to persevere with it, because the thing is, I think the difference between now and back then was, back then when I went on dating sites, I just kind of did it just because I was bored, just to see what I want.
Yeah.
But this time I'm actually serious about it. Like, I've actually gone into it thinking, okay, if someone...
more intentional.
Yeah, more intentional with it. So I'm going to give it another week. I'll keep you guys updated. But
we call it the series of Jen's dating life.
Oh my God. Oh
like,
my God.
Part 1.
Literally, part 1 Hinge.
Yeah.
We might try Bumble next, but
I've heard Bumble's really good though.
It's good because the woman's in control.
Yeah, I've heard
from what I've
good.
From what I remember, you get to message.
But guys,
first.
we're gonna do the more. I'm gonna push for more of the physical interaction.
Yeah,
like I said, we are going to go out.
No, we need to go out 100%. We need to go out.
And even I'm not trying to date. Mine's like I like Hatchily. Oh my God.
Actually.
I like to actually have fun. Like, just live life. Because like I was saying to Jen before, like, we can get into this limbo and cycle of doing absolutely nothing. Constantly working. And what have you done? What have you actually... Because you need to live life and enjoy life for what
God
it is.
did not put us on this earth just to be...
Just to work.
Yeah.
Like, every single thing, I want to enjoy everything that I can physically, financially afford.
In this economy.
No. And I'm being very, very intentional about it.
No, it's very true, yeah.
This year, like, genuinely, I'm not holding back anymore and feeling like, oh, I'm trying to save for what? Yes, I'm going to save, but I'm going to enjoy. I'm really going to enjoy. Like, I'm going to go out and do everything that I want to do. Every single thing I thought about doing, I'm going to do it. Yeah. If it's jumping off a hill, I'm going to do it. Every single thing I want to do. Cause
please don't invite me to that.
That's good for you. Yes, okay, bye. But I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
But honestly, like, life is... You're meant to live life, man. 100%. So that's why I'll go out more.
It even says in the Bible, youth, enjoy your days.
Yeah, man.
Because just enjoy it.
You don't get time back.
You don't. You
don't get time back. And people always think, oh, I'm going to wait till I have more time. You will never have more time.
You never.
You have to create... The only time you actually have more time is when you're old.
Yeah, because you're not doing anything.
Why would you want it? When you're old, you can't even enjoy it as much because you're tired and you're weak.
But the reason
now that we have the energy, people don't want to...
But the reason why, because you know what? Not every old person is like that. I feel like the way that you live your life as a youth is going to catch up to you when you're old. So if all you've done is work and you've tired out your body, of course when you're 80, 90, whatever, you're just going to be there.
But Jen, there's still age-related things that you can't escape.
Yeah, like, no, of course.
So regardless, even if you
can still
you go to
fun.
the gym now every day until you're 60, 70, there's still age-related problems you're still going to face.
Yeah.
Your body is not going to be as strong as it was when you was younger. And you find that that's when people have more time to enjoy life. But when you actually could enjoy life, when you actually could take...
You didn't make most of it.
You didn't create the time for it.
Yeah.
You can actually create time for anything you want.
That's true.
It's all about priorities. What do I prioritize? Do I prioritize... I can work, but do I prioritize certain things over going out? Like, do you know what I mean? It's like, it's just prioritizing what you feel like is important. And to me, enjoyment...
100%. That's why we're going on holiday.
Again.
Very, very soon.
Again.
I'm actually tired of this country. I don't belong
so
here.
So guys, if you see us on 5 trips...
If you see another vlog coming up, just know. There's more to come.
Yeah, there's more.
There is so much more to come. But yeah, that's been me. But it's perseverance. I think just because you have a couple of experiences, it doesn't mean that that's the end of... end of... Anyway, so we're gonna... what we're gonna do, so if you watched the last episode, we are going to continue with the tweet that we weren't able to finish.
Yeah, so we had we mentioned briefly towards the end of the video, a tweet, and then we're gonna just carry on talking about it.
One day, you people will realise that your kid's potential spouse visiting you for the first time is as much an opportunity to audition yourself as a good family to be married into as it is to assess their suitability for your child. Be disgracing yourselves, upanda. I don't know what Africa that is, but it says upanda.
Guys, if anyone's offended, we don't know what we're saying.
I don't think it's Ghana.
I don't know.
But no, it's true. I feel like something that is I don't know if rooted is the right word, but something that you would find very common within African traditional culture is that especially females, you'll never find it with the men. It's always females that the mom will always expect the daughter to do the most. And she feels like because she's a mom, that she has a leeway to just move mad and be disrespectful. But it's like, you need to think about... I lost my point.
Anyways, what I got from that was it's a sense of entitlement.
That's the one.
It's like you're feeling entitled that everybody has to impress you, but you don't feel that you have to put anything
exactly
to impress the other person. It's a mutual thing. I'm meeting for the first time, you're meeting for the first time. I should like you.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you want me to like you?
Yeah.
Like, I also have a family. I want my family to like you. So
let's get on.
Anybody that's meeting anybody, boy, girl, if it's the boy meeting the girl's parents or the boy meeting the girl,
the girl
meeting the boy's parent, regardless of whoever's meeting who, it should be a thing where both people are trying to put their best impressions. Like, they're not just... It's not like, oh, I want you to impress me. Whatever I give you, you have to take it. And
it's mad because a mom will be like that. And then she wonders why, but she'll act some type of way like, oh, this girl, she never wants to come and see us. She never lets us see our grandchild. Whenever she's round, she's always just by herself on the phone. She never wants to talk. It's because you're bad vibes, auntie. You can't now come and blame the daughter.
What they would do sometimes is, like I always say this, like people like to see what they want to see, right?
Yeah.
If you want to see negativity, that's all you're going to focus on. So what they would do is they'll probably pinpoint one time where she did something crazy or he did something crazy, and then every time you use that to justify why they hate the person, supposedly because that person's apparently a bad person for doing one thing. They'll keep using that as every time. You remember that time she burnt the rice?
Because I know that in Nigerian culture, you guys have to kneel, innit?
No, not everyone, but
okay.
The Yoruba, they know.
Oh, so it would be like, let's say I have a Yoruba boyfriend, and in Congo we don't. That'll be, if someone did that to us, we'd be like, what are you doing? So I'm just now coming in the house. Hello, auntie. Hello, uncle. How are you? I go into the living room. I don't kneel. I didn't know, but you're gonna hold that against me.
Yeah. No, it's like, but what if the next time she sees you, or next time the person they kneel now, but you're choosing not to acknowledge it, that there's been an improvement or progress. It's like you're still gonna hold on because you want to dislike that person.
It's crazy.
So I feel like it's just weird. I feel like when it comes to meeting people, meeting everybody, everyone finds it awkward. So make the experience easier by actually trying to be nice.
Everyone's auditioning. Like,
literally,
this is
it's not just one person.
Yeah,
it is everybody.
Everyone,
like
literally.
We all need. And it's easier to live in harmony. It's easier
so
to actually have peace.
Because then at the same time, because it doesn't even have to be, for example, let's say you meet, you talk, whatever. Even if it's a case of we're not compatible, like I can't really find anything in common with you, but the fact that you're not bad and I like you and I treat you with respect, it makes it easier.
Whoever it is, I feel like if I was a mom and my kids brought their partners or whatever, I would actually want them to like me.
100%. Yeah.
Have you seen people that love their their mother-in-laws? So what they do for them?
Oh my God, it's beautiful.
If you are a mother-in-law that's loved, you will
live lavish.
Like the way they will treat you, because it's like it's a type of love that can't be described. It's like you're not my mom, but like the fact that you're able to love me regardless. What? I was for you.
I love it when you'll find that the son or daughter-in-law, they will call the mom like mama. I'm like, oh my God.
It's a different type of love because now it's not blood related. It's actually a different bond.
Yeah.
And when you ever see that, you see that they genuinely would do anything. So that type. God. Imagine living in that type of environment where you are so loved because you treated the daughter
just with pure respect and love. Respect. Yeah. God, do you hear us?
Do you
actually hear us?
Ideally, that's what I would want to have.
100%.
Not want to live in an environment where it's just hostile.
It's like, we have to
go see... And then now you can't even see your grandkids now.
It's like, we have to go see my mum. It's her birthday. Oh my God, really? Do we have to?
And then it's like, no, I don't want to see my grandkids because I'm scared. Because if you hate me this much, what are you going to do to my kids?
My grandkids, yeah. You're going to influence them.
Guys,
let's be nice
it's easier
to each other.
Be in harmony. And this is reminding me of something that we've talked about before where I'm like, there's certain things that I would not carry on, like generational things that I wouldn't carry on. And my things, I've said this to Jen many times, I hate the whole arguing and shouting. Like, disagreements is okay. Once in a while, like you're having a bad day, I get it. You might raise your voice. But if it becomes the habit where you speaking to me shouting, what?
Who are you raising your voice at?
Why would I ever shout at somebody? Is that person a child? Like, what is this? Like shouting like what?
And as a couple, we're meant to be equal, but now you think you have authority over me because you're raising your voice.
There's certain things like be. My thing is just be respectful. Like be respectful.
100%, yeah.
Regardless, like it's to me, it's very,
I'm a human.
It's actually so important. Like we should respect everybody. Like it shouldn't be a thing where I want someone to respect me and I'm not even putting that respect out. If you don't respect, how do you expect someone to respect you if you don't respect them? So me, I'm not gonna carry on that toxic generational thing where mother-in-laws expect everything to be done for them and they don't do anything in return. And I'm also not gonna carry on that bad, disgusting habit, smelly,
disgusting, stinky
habit of arguing.
Yeah,
as shouting. Like I can't.
It's bad.
I've seen too many.
Because now, what example are you giving your children? It's not even if it's not just between the two. It's like, what are you portraying to your children?
Because me, I can only speak from experience of seeing African marriages, African couples. I don't know nothing about anybody else's. From what I've seen, there's a lot of African couples where shouting is normal. And I'm like, this is unhealthy.
Yeah.
And they bounce back like there's nothing. Yes, but the side effects you're leaving your kids. And you see why some people are genuinely scared to get
being in a relationship.
In a relationship because they're like,
I don't want that.
I don't want to live that lifestyle. No, and it's like, thank God, I'm like, I'll never let that be my story. But
even not shouting, I think just like really heated negative arguments. I think that's also quite negative because like if we're meant to be together and we're meant to understand each other and how each other works, like why can't we get to a point where it's like, okay, listen, this is getting a bit too much, let's take some time apart from each other, let's sit down, talk it out, compromise, let me hear you, you hear me, so we can move past it. Why is it now getting into an argument? Like it's such, even if it's not shouting,
why is that? Is even that's me. You know what, like I said before, me personally, I don't mind a disagreement. You know, I don't think that's
what, but disagreement and argument is different.
Yeah, and even arguing this, I'm not, if it's not, it's just mine is a shouting thing.
Yeah, it's too much.
I've literally, every time I hear African couples, it's always like they're shouting.
And the thing is with me, as I hate confrontation, I will cry.
I won't cry, you know, but I'll just be like, I don't know what I would do, but boy,
I will cry. I'll be like, no, you can go.
Yeah. What about you? What is something that you know for a fact that you're not gonna carry on from like older generations method of like just family relation in general, like not even just dating, just family, how they handle stuff.
Roles.
Oh yeah, this girl.
Roles.
This girl.
So basically, I can't remember if it's Instagram or TikTok, but I saw this guy. It was like a kind of like an online interview thing. And this guy was like, so do you have a woman? And the guy was like, yeah, I have a wife. He was like, so what roles do you guys have? And the guy was genuinely confused. He was like, work roles? Well, I work. He was like, no, not work roles. Like, what roles do y'all have within the house? And he was like, he literally asked him, roles? And he was confused. My mum was baffled. He said, what are roles? And the guy was like, what do you do as, you know, a husband? What she does as a wife? He said, no, we don't have roles. He said, whatever my wife needs to get done in the house, whatever she needs to get done as just her, as a person, she does it. If she can't do it, I will step in and do it. The same with me. Whatever I need to get done, if I can't do it, she steps in. That's how it is.
Yeah, it is. But do you know how sad that situation is? This guy is genuinely trying to force this guy to see his mindset. And it's like, there's people that actually
they don't understand. That's not in their, they don't understand it, basically. They don't, like my guy, and that's what I don't want to, because in a lot of African, like, you know, in the last episode we talked about how culture, you have to do certain things and how certain things are said and done, right? I don't want that. I'm not saying that I'm not going to carry on some Congolese culture things, but just the whole thing of, because you're a wife, you're a woman, you have to be in the kitchen. Your only responsibility is the kids. You know, if it's a case of, you know, you want to go out, you have to ask me, the husband, for, like, I've seen it with my parents. Like, my dad is very traditional in the sense of, I'm the man of the house. I can do whatever I want. Nobody can question me. Nobody can challenge me. And even if my daughter or my wife does the same thing, they can't do it. It's only me. I will fight you. I will actually, who are you? I'm so sorry.
Who are you talking to? Who are you?
No, who actually are you? There is no way. Okay, maybe it's a feminist. I don't know, but there needs to be equality. And like I said in the last episode, whatever the Bible says about how a husband should be to a wife, and a wife should be to a husband, and whatever is the will of God for mine and my partner's relationship, that's what it's going to be.
So basically, Jen is literally, you're not taking on the gender roles into.
I hate it.
But indirectly, I know what you're saying. But I want to play.
Go on.
Devil's advocate. Indirectly, yeah.
Yeah.
What the Bible is saying is gender roles.
But that's what I mean, though. Whatever the Bible says,
so you
about,
only accept the gender roles from the Bible, but not as gender roles
like
outside.
whatever society and culture says. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Whatever the Bible says, like, be submissive, whatever. I will. Okay, whatever. Yeah. Because that's what God wants for us, in a partnership. But anything outside of it, don't come and chat to me.
No, sir.
Don't come and chat to me.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like there's certain things that we need to just dead it, man.
We do.
It's not working.
It's like, really not.
And it doesn't make sense for me to see certain things that didn't work and then want to implement it into my life, knowing fully well that it was so toxic. I don't want that.
It doesn't make sense.
Like, there's certain things we need to just let go of. Don't try to follow the footsteps of your parents. Certain things, just don't follow it because it's just not working.
For me,
a lot of them are living in marriages where they're only staying for the kids.
I have seen that happen. I have seen a couple where literally as soon as every single child got to the point where they're at university, they split. They both live in two completely different countries.
They didn't even try to even stay anywhere close. They literally moved to different countries.
Different continents. Africa, Europe. Completely different. One went home, one went somewhere else.
That's saying a lot.
Because the thing is, from what I've seen about when people talk about long-lasting relationships and how to keep the love of life and all of that, it's always, if you want the love to be there, it's intentional.
100%.
You have to be intentional. You have to put action towards it. I saw a clip of Viola Davis. She said this. She said that there was a time where me and my husband, I don't know if they argued or he did something to her, and he was like, "You are so annoying. I don't even want to look at you, touch you, whatever it is. But because I choose to love you and I'd rather go through this with you, but not anybody else, that's when you know it's real love. Because you're choosing, despite whatever the person has said, done, whatever. Yeah. And I'm not saying this, like, whatever they've done, like cheating or toxic, anything, but because, in life, people change. Certain situation happens. Certain situations comes up. And you might look at your partner and think, who are you? I don't even like you.
Yeah.
But I'm choosing to love you.
I feel like what you just said just reminded me of something again as well is, like, going back to talking about the things that I know I wouldn't want to carry on from just, like, generational. It's the whole thing of, like, not celebrating little things like birthdays, Valentine's Day. Is like, don't want to do that.
It's not in the Bible. So like, now why should I celebrate Valentine's Day?
I feel like a lot of the marriages I've seen and been exposed to is very boring.
It is.
They don't even do date nights. Everything's very like work, kids, family, work, kids. It's like,
do you see me shaking favor?
Like,
I'm triggered.
You know what I'm saying about this life, yeah? It's only once,
No, it is.
Everything you do it well and enjoy it.
Yeah.
In marriage, or whatever it is you're doing, it's not meant to be a thing where you're
kind of coasting with it.
Yeah, you're floating, and it's like, it's very calculated. It's very like,
oh, guys.
1, 2, 1, 2. There's no fun. There's no excitement.
No.
Why would you want that? And then you wonder why a lot of the uncles are going for young girls. So
no, it's true. It's 100% true.
I'm not saying
God.
I'm not saying that because men that would want to look elsewhere and cheat are going to cheat regardless, even if the woman is amazing. But I'm not saying that, but I know there's certain things that we know that encourages it. If you guys are not doing anything at all to keep anything exciting, nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. It's just kids.
Like, no, it's just wake up.
You don't have time. It's important to actually
make time.
Keep dating yourselves.
100%.
Even when you're married. We're gonna keep dating.
I want to look sexy for you.
Okay.
Allow me to look sexy for you. Like, you know, I'm walking down the stairs, she's like, wow, darling, you look beautiful in that dress. We go out, we have a nice meal.
Yeah.
No.
I think it's so important to keep dating, man.
So important.
Like certain things where it's very old fashioned, like the whole, we don't, I don't know.
It's not in our culture.
I think it should just be exciting. And the excitement should never like die down because, I don't know, situations change.
It doesn't,
our status.
No, you get too comfortable.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I think comfortability is like, you know what? We've been married for 15 years. You've got kids. They're growing up. I go to work. She goes to work. She cooks. I do this. It's comfortability.
I don't want that type
One
of
day,
life.
just come to me and say, hey, babe, I called you work. I booked
I
5 days off.
Let's go on holidays every single time.
Listen.
Every single time?
I saw a TikTok. We're going to finish soon. Don't worry, guys. We've been chatting. I saw a TikTok where a girl said, it's kind of related, but she was basically saying how she doesn't want to be the type of girl. You know how sometimes when girls can kind of guess they're about to be proposed to. Oh, you know, he just told me, you know, to get my hair done. He just told me to get my nails done. She said, I don't want to know. I want it to be like, it's just a normal thing that you're telling me to go do my nails, or you're telling me to go enjoy a day out, and then bam. I think that's how a relationship should be.
Yeah, it should be always exciting. Because I feel like Jen was saying before, a lot of the things that happens, this is what I feel like, when it comes to life, if you don't enjoy life, life would life you.
Oh.
Because life does what it does.
It does.
So if you want to just stay there and not do nothing,
you will get caught in the wind.
You will literally float and nothing would happen.
No.
Like nobody's going to come and help you enjoy life.
No.
No one's going to come and help you make anything you do exciting.
No.
It's your life.
Yeah.
One thing is literally your journey.
Yeah.
So if you choose not to do anything about it, it's going to be like that. Mm-hmm. So you have to be intentional with literally making sure that I'm going to enjoy. I'm going to do things I enjoy. I'm going to be intentional, and that's with anything. So anything that comes into your life, if it's relationship, if it's friendship, if it's career, if it's family, whatever it is, it has to be a thing where you want to make it fun for yourself, because life is dead, man. It's boring. It's true.
No, it is. It can be.
Especially in England, people do the same thing every single day. And it's even more boring for people that don't even have Christ. What do you do?
No, it's true.
When you're sad, what do you actually do?
What do you do? No, that's so true.
Because prayer is a way of relief. If you don't pray...
Oh my God.
No, Jen, just imagine a life where you don't believe in anything apparently. You don't believe in nothing out, and you just wake up.
So what's the purpose?
What do you do?
What do you do?
I'm sad, or I drink, or what? Like, do you know what I mean?
Come to Christ, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. So it's like...
Because even in the days where it's boring, there's still a purpose to it. Because literally, there'll be some days I'll wake up and I'm like, God, even if nothing exciting happens today, as long as things that are according to your will come to pass, and as long as I'm still able to come to you at the end of the day and say, thank you, God.
I had a realization that I just realized that if I don't do anything, nothing happens.
Nothing.
Like, no one's going to come and carry me and help me have a better version of my life.
Listen, guys.
So if I choose to remain in a state of what I feel like is justified because of what's happening to me,
no,
it will stay that way.
Exactly. I had that realization this week as well.
I was like, yo, if I choose to be like this, nobody's going to go... Because people can speak to you, but unless you've chosen to decide to be like, I don't want to have this mindset or think like so, live nothing's changing.
Nothing's changing.
So even if people want to try and help you, it doesn't change anything until you decide.
Exactly.
So why would...
It's like with drug addicts. They always say don't help a drug addict until they want to help themselves.
So I've chosen, guys, if you want to join me on this journey, I've chosen to enjoy life and not to let life
life me. And if you want to join my journey, join me on hinge.com. Thank you. Wow. But thank you guys so much for listening to this week's episode.
So much for listening.
And we hope that you like the change of scenery.
Oh yeah, guys.
We spiced it up for you guys.
Changed it. We're upgrading. We're big girls.
Yes. I think, should I do it?
Do what?
Jen's dating series.
100%.
Until she gets married.
Yeah.
Let's do it then. Okay, so this time it was Hinge.
Join us on our dating journey.
Yeah.
We'll give you the ins and outs of... We will give you the ins and outs. Yeah.
I have some things to talk about with Ava. Anyway, guys.
You're so weird.
We will see you guys next week. Again, thank you so much for listening to this week's episode. We hope that you guys enjoy the rest of your week. And we will see you
next week.
Bye.